Hey folks, does your steering wheel look like this? Well, if it does, you need to watch this episode of the 57 Studebaker Restoration Project. Hi everybody, this is Tool Dude Tony. Hey, if you got one of these nasty ass steering wheels that's from the 50s and all cracked and broken, then you need to see me, Tool Dude, the steering wheel doctor. Yeah! Hey, alright, so really, we're gonna fix this steering wheel today. It's all cracked and nasty. Here's some of the stuff I'm gonna use. Okay, I've got this Ryobi tool with a Dremel cutting bit, really pointy here. I also have a drum sanding attachment for this. This is epoxy putty by POR 15. This is good stuff. Also have a Dremel Multi-Max tool that I'm going to use to sand down the putty and also the steering wheel itself. And I've got varying degrees of sandpaper, and I've got sandable primer, and then Rust-Oleum's high performance enamel that's supposed to be industrial strength for the final coating. Okay, here's the problem. This steering wheel's really old. These cracks go all the way through down to the metal. There's like metal rods that are in this thing that actually make up the steering wheel. Got to just grind out these sections, clean it up, and then put some putty in there. Let's start right here. This is the back of the steering wheel. This is a big crack. Somebody's tried to fill it with epoxy. Looks like epoxy glue at some point. Got to grind all that out, make this all nice and clean and smooth. I think we'll start by testing out this bit. This is the carbide cutter by Dremel. Oh. This seems to be working out pretty well. If you start the bit sideways, parallel with the crack, or in the crack, I feel like a dentist. Now, turn your head and spit. This is my Dremel Multi-Max. Got an 80 grit. Okay, I've got the whole thing sanded, all four sides. Okay, I'm going to use the epoxy putty by POR 15. Stuff's supposed to be easy to work with, water-based. As with all epoxies, it's two parts. Got an A and a B. Cut it open, grab a chunk, mix it up. Part A is white. Put down a clean surface. Just using the knife, I'm going to cut through it. We'll grab about this much to get started. That's about a ½ inch. Trying to get the same amount of the B compound. And then we mix them together. To mix this stuff, put the two pieces together, push it, twist it. Just keep mixing it and twisting it and turning it until it's all one consistent color. Okay, first thing, I'm going to wet my fingers a little bit. Break off a piece of the putty. Try and form it similar to the shape we're going to fill. And just start stuffing it in there. Stuff it all the way in. You want to fill up all of the grooves, all of the cracks. You don't want any air in there. Trying to push it down in here, but I'm also trying to recapture the shape. The closer I can get now with this, the less sanding I'll have to do later. Gonna have to definitely sand, but maybe less. Okay, we'll flip it over. Here's the mess on the other side. Same thing. Just push that in there. Keep pushing, working it. I've got the putty in everywhere that I wanted to. Should sand up just nicely, and we'll just let it sit for now and let this putty harden. Okay, it's been about an hour. Let's go ahead and sand this down. Start with this Multi-Max tool, get it down to a basic shape. Yeah, roughed out the shape. Just keep working it till it's all feathered in and it's the shape that you want. I'll show you another little trick here next. I don't exactly have the taper I want in this section, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to go very slowly. This thing takes a lot off quickly. Just kind of shape it up. Get this to just keep sanding it until it's all smooth in together. And that's got a nice feel to it. Pretty good shape right there. I think I can quit right here. I'm just going to keep doing this all the way around. Now, this particular steering wheel has a detail. This groove that runs all along this front edge down on the lower half. Okay, it's got a lot of crud in it. I'm going to use this. File. It's a fairly sharp-edged file. It's curved on one side, flat on the other. I'm going to use that to clean out this groove here. Let's see, can you see? Yeah, so I'm just going to go around. That was some putty it took out there. It's also cleaning up this paint. And any crud that's built up in this thing for the last 56 years. I've gone over the whole thing with 100 grit sandpaper. Got it nice and smooth. I've got the shapes where I want them here on these transition points between the outer rim and these center support spokes. So now I've got some 220 sandpaper. Gonna sand some more.
Okay, I'm going to spray paint this thing with this Rust-Oleum high performance enamel. It probably sounds funny because I got this mask on. Yeah, you definitely want to wear this with this kind of paint.
Yeah, you can see all the cracks are gone. All of the major breaks in it are all gone. It's looking pretty good. Need to get a new horn button. Once you got it put back together, you're good to go. Let's start this thing.